anxiety for a bit.
Yes.
What do you get anxiety from?
So my anxiety became a condition. There
Okay.
was a relationship,
Hmm.
there was my mother's health,
Hmm.
and there was some difficulties in the house
Hmm.
that just culminated into one
Triggered something.
I couldn't breathe. There were days I couldn't breathe.
Hmm.
And then I had an absolute collapse. I remember I was at Sania Muscatia's trying on clothes.
Panic attack.
Panic attack to a point where I collapsed outside on the couch.
Really?
And I threw my clothes and I was like, I can't breathe, Amal, I can't breathe. I don't know what's happening. And then I called my car, I went home.
So it was
I was
amalgamation
hosting a fashion
of
show the following day and I cancelled it.
Mm.
And that's when the whole journey of dealing and living with depression and anxiety began.
Mm.
And I went from doctor to doctor, from therapist to therapist, to Reiki guy, to peer. Makhala took me to a peer ke jadoo ho gaya tum pe. Like it went down that bad.
नहीं ऐसे होता है.
I could not lift my head off the pillow for a good 4 months. I'd quit. That's when I'd quit Dawn ka morning show.
How long ago was this?
In 2018. Don't even want to think about it. It was horrible.
No, of course it's horrible.
It was
I mean, I don't
And
know
I feel
anyone
very
who.
jittery when I talk about it.
I'm
only
sorry.
because no, not at all.
Mm.
Only because I was telling my therapist this the other day. I was like, sometimes I feel like, what if it happens again? She's like, it's not. You're doing your yoga. You're doing your spirituality. You have better friends. I was like, but what if that happens again? Because I've never felt so helpless and so couldn't eat. I used to throw up a toast I used to put in my mouth. मुझे उल्टी आ जाती थी. So I used to spend a lot of my time sleeping, 18 hours a day sleeping.
That's very good also to sleep. It's a lot of the you have to sleep because when you're awake you think and it's
That's true.
all
So I would
comes
dread
down.
waking up.
Dread
because
waking up.
minute my eyes would open,
Yeah.
I'd be like, that sinking feeling is back again.
Yes, of
Dad.
course. I
The
mean,
sinking
it's
feeling is
there,
back
it's
again. It's
there.
not going anywhere. There's a lump in
Yeah.
my throat. It's not going anywhere.
Abhi to at least Anoushey they know
Ab
okay,
they do.
iska depression hai, they know anxiety hai, panic attack. I mean, I'm just thinking about the times where any of us have gone through it when we were older. We couldn't put a name on it. Even.
No.
We didn't even have a name to put on it. We couldn't even talk to somebody ke mujhe ye ho raha hai and say ke you don't understand it yourself, and you're like
Ghabrahat ho
you
rahi hai.
ghabrahat, it's suicidal thoughts. You're like I don't want to live with this. I don't want to live with this. Yeah.
Suicidal thoughts are a very real thing.
Yeah.
And this was a conversation I was having with somebody because there was a friend and it triggered me. There was a friend of mine who was like, oh, Anoushey, if I don't get those pair of shoes, I'm just going to kill myself. So I looked at her and I was like, no, you don't want to kill yourself because you don't know how it feels like to want to kill yourself.
I've been through it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been through it and I went through it very early on. I think it was for me, it was when it was the first real heartbreak. And that
mine was triggered by that too.
Yeah.
Not heartbreak, but the trauma of a relationship that was just not emotionally healthy. Couldn't handle it. So when it finished, I think the breakdown happened and then everything went out of whack. Everything went out of whack.
Because you're carrying it, no?
You're carrying it. And फिर वो बचपन का भी कुछ always a nervous child, always underconfident. वो सब निकल आया. वो उसने that was the camel.
Are you glad you're not in that relationship? Happy?
I mean, I would take that depression back on again. And I've told you that I'm so scared of it, but wouldn't want to be in a relationship like that again.
Because, I remember because it was...
So walking on eggshells and my stomach...
No, but you almost got mine. I got your invitation card. I had it. I was happy for you. Obviously, I had no idea.
Everybody was happy.
No clue. Ke piche, what you were going through. Or what was like... the thing is strong women. And I've been through it. I've actually been stood up on my wedding day.
Really?
Yep.
Stood up on your wedding day?
1,000 guests. So when you say this, when the cards are gone out, you've had the mehndi, you've had the nikah, you've had everything. And to get stood up on your wedding day
I'm so sorry.
and send everybody home and what it feels like.
I think you also feel like mere maa baap.
You feel like you want to jump from the bridge.
You do want to jump
because
from the
it's like
it's too much.
That kind of a thing. It's
and
like
my phones went off ringing and everybody's like sympathy and I'm like turn it off.
Yes.
I don't want to go over what happened.
Yeah.
I always knew he was like I was like I don't want to hear anything.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hold my dog and sleep for days. 6 days I didn't come out of the room because sympathy. Ab bahar nikalne se bhi how are you doing, Johnny? How are you feeling? I was just like
But people are genuinely people are sympathetic. For me, it was like everyone came to my house like somebody
Same.
had died.
Same.
Somebody
My
had
cousin,
died.
Nomi, my cousin, Hayat, you know, half of them,
yeah,
Musti,
yeah.
Mal, मेरे घर में थे सारे.
Yeah, because it's
कोई
like
हाथ
खाना ले आओ, ये ले
you
आओ,
know,
it's like
शादी
क्या
के
हो रहा
कपड़े
है?
fold हो रहे हैं. Like, it was a
exactly.
weird scene. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
क्योंकि सास भी कभी, you know, हो जाता है end में. But, you know, there was my mum who came down. She hugged me and she said, I couldn't be happier.
Wow. And my father did
Mubarak
the same thing.
Mubarak ho, I couldn't
Yeah.
be happier for you.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. And you will see one
Yeah,
day.
but you did see it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did
it
see
took a lot of
it's not very
trauma.
soon.
And,
No, I saw it there and then, Priya.
yeah.
But I think, you know, the trauma remains in your
Which-
body.
because we didn't
and
go.
in
Did you
your
go for
dreams.
therapy उसी वक्त या
क्योंकि
नहीं?
वो समझ में तो आ गई थी कि ये बकवास है. I mean, as like मेरे लिए. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to say anybody else's
Yeah,
बकवास,
yeah.
लेकिन ये मेरे लिए नहीं है.
हाँ.
लेकिन वो जो trauma of the experience, वो जो कहते हैं ना कि you
Yeah.
go through a crash,
Yeah.
so the crash is done, but उसके side effects बहुत अरसे तक चल रही होती
Yeah,
हैं.
post-traumatic.
That's what happened.
It's
The
post-traumatic,
So people
PTSD,
was
yeah.
thinking I'm heartbroken. I was like, no, it's triggered PTSD. I'm not particularly heartbroken. I'm happy that this is over. But now my body's gone into shock mode. And I can't sleep. I've become insomnia.
Yeah.
I can't stop crying. I can't
Same.
breathe.
Yeah.
When I start walking, my legs start shaking.
Nightmares.
Nightmares?
Yeah,
Nightmares?
Nightmares. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I need to sit down with you after
Yeah,
this.
we do.
Because I want to know. Because I still have my anxiety.
I was wearing white. It was like somebody had died.
You were wearing white.
I was wearing white. Every day people kept... And it wasn't automatic. It wasn't like I chose it. I don't know if I chose it. Maybe mentally I chose it.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
it was constant. And 2 weeks later, I went to a party to face the person. Yeah. I just had to do it. Well, I don't know, I did it, but I did it. But the moments were, it is hard. It's very, very hard. It is very hard, yeah.
And at that time, you know, I was well into my 30s then also. 5 साल हो गए उसको.